Well, we are all packed up. Got the bikes and the chairs, everything in the back of the car, and we are ready to go. Hi everyone, welcome to Joshua Tree. Well, at least the dispersed camping portion of Joshua Tree. We have left Yuma, Arizona, and we now are in Joshua Tree, or outside of Joshua Tree National Park. And we have everything all set up, so we are ready to sit back and enjoy some good fun boondocking. It's a little windy out here, so I am standing around the back of the motorhome right now to record, but we're going to go ahead and go inside. You can see we've got our computer all set up there. Everything is all put away and we are ready to boondock. Just telling my wife I went in to wash my hands and it's like, oh, we're boondocking. Got to conserve water, so I used a wet wipe instead. And our refrigerator's back on propane. So we're back into the old boondocking mode. Alright, so I've sat in front of my computer here. I'm going to show you our trip. But before I get started, I just want to welcome those of you that are subscribers. Welcome back. And if you're not a subscriber of our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel. And for sure, ring that bell. And then give us a thumbs up if you can. It just helps out with the YouTube thing and helping our channel grow. So we do appreciate that. Like I mentioned on our video, Planning the Perfect Trip, which I've highlighted here on the top of our screen, we use RV Trip Wizard to lay out our base work for what we're going to work with for the summer. So I've named this Summer 2021, and we are staying 181 nights somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. Alright, so we've opened this up, and this is our map. So we started down here in Yuma, down at the very bottom. You can see where I got my cursor at, or my little finger pointing. And we've driven all the way up to Joshua Tree. So we currently are at Joshua Tree, and we're going to be spending about a week or so here, and then work our way up this route to Las Vegas. So as we go along, we're going to use that little idea of quirky Joshua Tree or California, whatever. We're going to try to find some different things to do here. And as we go throughout our trip this summer, the idea is to create little videos of where we're visiting and what's going on, kind of give you guys a view of at least our summer, if not a view of the country. So this will be just quick. I'm just going to go up here through Vegas, then we're going to go up into Utah. We're going to spend probably like a month all over Utah. We got two daughters that are graduating this year, and so we were going to go back east, but because they're graduating, we have a reunion up in Washington to go to and things, we decided that we're just going to hang out in the west again. And so we're going to go up into Utah, and then so we'll be in St. George and up into Salt Lake. But then from there, we're actually going to cut across over here to California. So we're just going to kind of zoom right over here. We're going to go to this Lassen Volcanic National Park. We've never been there before. We've driven by it before. In fact, this road that we're going on that has some different explanation points and stuff, we've driven that with our motorhome. It's got some steep routes in there, but we're just going to take it easy and do it again. We've already done it once. And we're going to work our way over from there to the Redwood National Forest. So we found a cool little place, ranch, that we'll do a little review on, that's just outside of the Redwood National Park. They say they're like 5 miles from the park and 5 miles from the ocean. So we're going to stay there for a week. It's just boondocking, $20 a night. I mean, you cannot beat that for staying right there on the coast in the Redwoods. So that'll be pretty exciting. And then we're going to work our way up the Oregon coast. We just acquired, we had a friend give us a 1,000 Trails membership, so we are going to try out some 1,000 Trails going up through Oregon, but we do have some reservations at regular Forest Service campgrounds we're going to be staying at too. It's really tough with a 36-foot rig to do boondocking along the coast. It's pretty much impossible. I haven't found any place that we could actually stay along the coast, and so we typically stay in spots or harvest hosts or things like that. So we're going to kind of try to mingle in these Thousand Trails a little bit, give you some reviews on Thousand Trails. They are right on the coast, and so the membership that we've got, we can't book anything until 60 days before, so I guess it'll depend on how much we'll be able to actually book something and get into it. So we'll see how it works, and then we'll give some reviews on it and look at the parks and things there. So then we're going to stay in up by Long Beach, Washington. We're going to hang out there for probably a month. We're going to actually explore Washington, and maybe, you know, just kind of branch out from there from time to time and go out and see some different places, and maybe we'll be able to stay in some of the Thousand Trails that's up in Washington. But we don't have that really mapped out here. We're just hanging out in that area just because it's nice in the summertime. It's nice and cool. That's our friends live there, so got a big family reunion that we're doing. So that'll be a lot of fun. Then we're going to leave Long Beach, and we're going to head down into Portland, down through Portland area, down to Bend. And we're hoping that we're going to get into the Thousand Trails in Bend. If not, then we will. There is some boondocking that we could do there. We've also stayed with Dave before from Our Endeavor out on his ranch, so we may go over there and see him. We'll for sure meet up with him. He'll be there, and I don't know if Karen will be there at the same time, but we're going to at least meet up with Dave. Might be able to see Karen while we're there, because I know she's going to go back to Bend for a little bit too. I was raised in Burns, so we're going to go through Burns, go through there just to say hi to a few old friends from high school, and then we're going to go over into Idaho. So we kind of were shooting to get into the craters of the moon. We're going to go through Ontario, Boise, off over into Idaho, and then we're going to eventually end up into Blackfoot and then down through Pocatello. So we will then move on down back into Salt Lake City and visit our family for, stay with my brother, and then stay there a little bit just to say hi, and because this will be the last time we'll be in Salt Lake probably for at least another year, because we're hopefully going to go to the East Coast next year and see our daughter over in Georgia. So we will leave Salt Lake and then work our way down through Green River and Moab. So I know a lot of people love Moab area. That's got Arches National Park there. We've been there a lot of times, and it's also got Canyonlands National Park, and there's a lot of good things going on around there. So we're going to hang out there for a little while, and hopefully we'll be able to make up a bunch of different videos and kind of show you some of the things and show you about canyoneering. That's what I used to do. I used to do that down in that area. So that will be something that we'll be able to kind of show you and demonstrate. But our goal is to get down to Cortez, is where we're headed, Cortez, Colorado, to get to the Mesa Verde National Park. So we're going to head down there. We've never been to that. We're going to head down there and go through there, and then we're going to work our way down into New Mexico. And the idea there is that there's a big balloon fest going on, and Escapees is having one of their little hangout things there. So we're trying to get registered for that, and we'll go there for a few days and see the balloon launchings. We've never been down there during that time, and that's a really major deal for that area. So we're going to kind of go down there. We've never been into New Mexico, so this will be a new state that we actually are going to be into with Beulah. So Beulah is our 36-foot motorhome. She's pretty much covered the West, except for New Mexico now. So we'll hit New Mexico, and then from there we'll head over to towards Phoenix, and then back down to Yuma. So our goal is we're supposed to start work camping in Yuma on October 15th. Probably still be 100 degrees there, but that's when our work camping setup starts. So we're going to, the plan is to be all done with this whole trip and back to there by October 15th. So that gives us our 181 days of camping, boondocking, whatever else. So it's really tough in some ways to go from having a big old resort that had everything. That's definitely glamping at its best. And now we're back to boondocking. But we love boondocking. It's really fun being out in the middle of wherever and just getting to see nature and see everything around us. So I will put the dates that we're going to be in these different areas in the comments below, so you can look at those. If we can, let's, maybe we can meet up and say hi. Otherwise, we will be making some different videos about all these different areas, and so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy our trip that we take along with us. But until next video, we'll just plan on seeing you down the road somewhere.